Chapter 6 was about leadership and influence. The chapter started off by talking about credibility and how that is built on our perceptions of competence and trustworthiness. And it is very successful, a key to be successful in any influence attempt when you're influencing someone. And to enhance your credibility through your self presentation behaviors that establish commonalities with your audience and distance yourself from untrustworthy groups. So you shouldn't use jargon and modifying your nonverbal behaviors, your appearance, your voice, your posture, your eye contact. You should build quality relationships with your followers through discovering yourself and increasing your skills and confidence, appreciating constitutes, and affirming your shared values, developing capacity, serving purpose, and sustaining hope. There are compliance gaining strategies that are verbal tactics used to influence others in face to face communication. In the interpersonal context, you're supposed to use friendly persuasion, which is positive strategies that you put on the other party in a positive frame of mind. And as a leader in the organizational context, you should take a rational yet flexible approach. You should offer reasons for compliance, but switch tactics when appropriate. With that being said, you should avoid hard tactics like applying pressure or appealing to authority whenever possible. Using those kind of strategies may gain compliance, but in the long run, there won't be commitment. So instead, you should use a combination of what they called soft tactics, which is, pointing out benefits, putting the other person in a good mood, arousing enthusiasm. And it definitely works better together than just doing that alone. But you should definitely be careful not to mix those strategies like applying pressure and using authority when the other person isn't in a good mood. You should also understand that argumentation involves controversy and extended discussion over issues. You shouldn't confuse argument with verbal aggression because verbal aggression attacks self-worth of the others. Instead, argumentation provides a wide array of positive outcomes, and verbal aggression can be destructive. In order to influence others to see your point of view, you definitely need to avoid aggression and develop argumentative competence, which is the stating of the controversy in a propositional form. And then you use that to structure your argument. Like, I don't have a problem with you, say I have a problem with A, B, and C, and you can do X, Y, and Z to fix that problem. You should negotiate, which is back and forth communication aimed at reaching a joint discussion when people are in disagreement. Most effective negotiations generate solutions that benefit both parties. To reach a win-win, build a cooperative atmosphere, take the perspective of the other person, and view the discussion as problem solving instead of an argument. Joint problem solving negotiation involves separating the people from the problem. Like I said earlier, my problem isn't with you, my problem is with A, B, and C. And a lot of times I think that when you do, that's where conversations go wrong, is people feel personally attacked. And as it's a personal issue, I can definitely apply this to my everyday life and especially at work. As a leader, you'll need to resist influence as well as exert it. Set up conversations the way you'd want someone to talk to you. In the end, your employee is still going to need to do their job, and they need to do their job comfortably. It's a professional environment. It's not about not liking someone. It's about getting the job done and having everyone be completely comfortable at work. I think this chapter was really good for us all to read and to apply into our daily lives, even with arguments you have with friends, family members. It's important to, state that this is a problem-solving conversation and not a conversation to carry on the fight or argument, disagreement, whatever the problem is. And I think if you do apply all these tips, you will definitely solve more issues rather than create more issues.